What's up, guys? Theo here, coming to you with a prediction for the main event of UFC 300, Alex Pereira versus Jamahal Hill. So right now, Alex Pereira is a minus 145 favorite, and the comeback on Jamahal Hill is plus 115 on DraftKings. And guys, I like Alex Pereira here. I already got a bet locked in on him. 2 units at minus 130 in the Bet MMA tips. Go check it out. I really like him in this matchup. And I think the line, minus 130, I think there's great value there for Alex Pereira. A lot of people are making arguments for Jamahal Hill to win this. People seem very convicted that he's going to win. But to be honest, I just don't really see it. And I haven't really heard anyone making really solid arguments for why Jamahal would win this fight. People are saying he's going to knock Pereira out. I mean, I guess he could if he can land on Pereira, but guys, we have to remember Jamahal Hill is not Israel Adesanya here. Adesanya managed to catch Pereira on the end of a very, very technical combination, and Jamahal Hill really doesn't throw super technical combinations like that. He has good hands, really good boxing, and he's got explosive power, and he has looked good, you know, particularly in the fight with like the Johnny Walker fight, Thiago Santos. I mean, he's looked good. He looked good against Glover, but like I said, I mean, he has not really fought a striker that is the same level of Alex Pereira before. And the thing about Jamahal is he's got the power, he's got the fight IQ, he's got all the fundamentals, but his striking on the feet it's just that. It's very fundamental. He's got great MMA striking. And I feel like somebody like Pereira, who is a striking specialist, is going to be able to take advantage of what Jamahal Hill brings to the table. I don't think Jamahal Hill's bad or anything. This fight isn't really a fade on Jamahal Hill. It's more just that I'm more confident in the level of Pereira. And Jamahal Hill has been fairly outspoken about the fact that he is not going to take Alex Pereira down. He's been very outspoken about this fight in general. To be honest with you, I think he feels some type of way about it. I think he feels disrespected. I think he's mad about the way that his title run has kind of gone with the injury and whatnot, and I understand why he feels that way. But it just seems like emotionally he is very tumultuous right now. You know, the other day during the card, Allen versus Curtis 2, he was in the crowd, and they had the camera go on him, and he was just looking like this. Just looked sour. Wouldn't even look at the camera, the UFC camera. Were on him for like 10 seconds, and he just didn't look up. He just seems like he's on one about this fight. Like, he's very in his head about it, very in his emotions, really wants to go in there and just prove people wrong. And that's a bad state of mind to be in against a guy like Alex Pereira, because Alex Pereira is a very calm dude. He doesn't really show much emotion, and he just seems very laid back, man. He seems like he's not a super emotional guy. And I think that's why he has some of the successes that he has. And, you know, when you watch other stylistic matchups, like, for example, to think about this fight, I looked at the Johnny Walker fight. Jamahal Hill dealt with a long, rangy, powerful striker very well in Johnny Walker. But Johnny Walker has a tendency of kind of throwing, and when he misses or when he doesn't have success, he resets. It's like his refresh rate is much lower, whereas if you see Alex Pereira fight, Alex Pereira is always dancing, moving, doing something. Even when he's kind of moving back and bouncing around and circling and not doing much, he's always live in the fight. He's very locked in when he fights, and he's very touchy and kind of like leaves room to figure people out and whatnot. So I like his style. I think Pereira likes to download people and knock them out. And Jamahal Hill is saying stuff like, oh, I already beat the master. How am I going to lose to the student? Bad fucking mindset to be going in there against Alex Pereira, because Alex Pereira, Glover Teixeira, is not, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, he won a striking battle against Glover, and Glover was tagging him up, piecing him up, and managed to survive. And if Glover can, and has fought this threat before, And he's going to be showing Alex Pereira. He's going to be teaching him everything he knows. He's going to tell him every single thing about the fight. He basically has an insider in his camp that knows exactly what fighting he was like. So this attitude of, I already beat the master, how am I going to lose to the student? That's really faulty logic. And if Jamahal Hill actually believes that shit and goes in there thinking that this is going to be easy for him, he's in for a world of fucking hurt, man, because Pereira can knock out any man on this planet. And he's very technical, man. And I just think that he's going to have the mental advantage going into this fight. So, you know, I actually still think there's value on the line with Pereira at minus 145 here. I think you could still bet it and get value out of it. I might even bet it a little bit more. I am surprised it's still close. I genuinely expected Pereira to be like a minus 300 favorite, and the line is moving, and it probably will continue to go up. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Pereira ends up being like a minus 180, 200 favorite. But I just don't really follow the argument for Jamahal Hill here, and I think Pereira is going to knock him out probably. So that's going to be the pick. Alex Pereira minus 130, guys. Keep it locked in. Can't wait to see this card.